What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into some mainstream crypto talk and discussion, okay? And we're going to highlight a few points in this video that are going to play a huge role. Everyone asks on the channel, when's the next bull cycle? When is altcoin season? When are we going to take off? When's moon? Okay, I'm not a sunshine pumper, full disclosure. I am going to tell you guys the facts, how I view it. And this will be a video where if you stick around to the end, hopefully you get a better feel of my thoughts and how I'm feeling about the upcoming election and why politics are going to play a huge role into answering those questions that I talked to you guys a little bit about as I kicked off this video. All right, we're going to get into both sides of the argument. I'm not going to use my platform to share my political beliefs. However, at the end of this video, I am going to use my platform to talk to you guys about politics and how it's going to influence cryptocurrency, because I believe that if you are watching my video right now, we all hold crypto. All right, we're all in the game. We've been through good times, bad times, and right now, this is the exact moment, okay? And quite frankly, there may be better moments and worse moments, but this is the moment because, quite frankly, we needed to be talking about this yesterday because, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to have a huge, huge role, okay? So let's get down into it. We are going to talk about what's going on in the overall market. But before we do, please subscribe to this channel, smash that like button. And if you haven't done so, always leave your comments down below. I try to read each and every one of them. And I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling if you guys want to bring anything up. But like I said, make sure you guys are all subscribed here. And if you do want to get on X, my handle is in the description and in the bottom of your screen. So that way, make sure you guys all give me a follow on Twitter as well. Okay. But let's get into it. As always, remember, not financial advice. We're going to look into coin market cap, see exactly what's happening with the overall market. Fear and greed's at 46. That right now is the biggest thing. I was just at work today talking with some people and overhearing, kind of eavesdropping their conversation because they were talking money. And they were getting into some of the commentary about, the 401ks, the S&P, talking about the Democratic National Convention, some of the talk, about what's going to happen from a policy standpoint. Gary Gensler was recently named that I think he would have a role as the Secretary of the Treasurer, if I'm not mistaken, if Kamala Harris would be elected as President of the United States. So, I think that's going to be received with a well-warmed welcome. Just kidding. But anyways, let's talk about the market. Right now, Bitcoin is down 0.28% in the last hour. Essentially, it's been up almost 1% on the day. We're just teetering right now a little bit below 60K, right? We did breach that very quickly, have since receded. Ethereum, a little bit over 2,500. And outside of that, there's really no movers worth talking about. I'll pull up the crypto bubbles as well, but this is something where it is worth talking about because a lot of our favorite cryptos we do talk about on the channel are having great days. Bretcoin is up 20%. SHIB's up 5.5%. A lot of the memes are running a dog with hat, 11.5%. You can see this right now. If I sort this into the top 100, Dogecoin 3.5%. And you can see the big movers on the day. Floki, another 12%. Tron, the ASI Alliance, that's up 3 points, not 3 points, 3 rankings in total market cap, up to the 34th spot. It's now a $2.21 billion crypto. We have Pepe's up 6.7%. Some of the other big ones, AI's moving. Polygon Matic up almost 6%. And that's been kind of the story, right? Say is up 3.4%. Cardano having a nice day, 3.3%. And outside of that, it's basically been flat. But a lot of the big ones we've been talking about, are moving. And this is something where I want to highlight kind of the monthly performance, right? And the biggest takeaway I have is SWI. That is one of the best plays that I have going right now. That goes along with a couple other ones that I do talk about a lot on the channel. XRP is having a great month as well. But also, guys, please remember this is not financial advice. These are just my thoughts as it relates to crypto and my own personal investment strategies and my financial situation. Always do your own research and due diligence, okay? But I want to talk about these politics right now and how this is going to shape crypto. But before we do, today's channel sponsor is Margex. You'll hear me talk about this from time to time. This is a leverage trading exchange. Okay, so if you guys all trade leverage, use my link down below in the description. You can register and claim up to $10,000 in bonuses. I want you to check out the copy trading feature within Margex. And now they have a feature that's unveiled where you can look at multiple charts at once. It incorporates TradingView. It's a great platform for that regard, but make sure it's right for you. Leverage trading is extremely volatile, so make sure you're sure to do your own due diligence and research before getting involved. There's no KYC, so make sure Margex is right for you where you're located. And by all means, if you want to register now and claim up to $10,000 in bonuses, and I think you do get a discount on trading fees by using my link, get signed up today. Okay, but that is the big storyline right now. Okay, the Democratic National Convention is underway. There was no mention of Bitcoin or crypto, and that's kind of shocking because we have heard Kamala Harris. I should say we haven't heard her. The absence in conversation, whether that's a strategy or not, where they're kind of keeping it close to the vest, kind of letting Trump do all the talking. That's kind of what's going on, in my opinion. And it's kind of working out because if you do agree with the polls, which I quite frankly don't, the polls have been very, shocking as of recent because they have shown a surge in some momentum for Kamala Harris in the upcoming election. So outside of that, we are going to get into some of this because what's happening is, the DNC's platform has omitted cryptocurrency, contrasting to what Republicans have said with a lot of pro-crypto declarations. So that's very intriguing, Very intriguing. Now, what we have talked about is some of the comments from other Democratic Party members, such as Wiley Nickel, very pro-congressman. There's a lot of congressmen, matter of fact, in North Carolina that have been very much advocates for the space. Looking for more so a more balanced approach to handling crypto, not too much in favor, too much against it. But I think any mention of Gary Gensler incorporated into the cabinet would be absolutely insane, in my opinion. But outside of that, this is where we have to look at how regulation is going to occur. I think regulation is going to be at the forefront of these mentions, right? And also we've seen some of the tax structure and proposed tax, laws that would be incorporated and implemented if Harris would take action. And if any of you guys are high earners or if you do any capital gain stuff, obviously if you're in crypto, that's a big concern. This is something where it's very quite alarming. So if you haven't researched that, go check out that proposal. It's very outlandish. But this is something where there's been no responses to any of the letters from crypto lobbyists and firms to the Harris campaign about advancing crypto policy further, as well as regulation in the United States. And that's kind of where we've seen Harris having at odds with the crypto industry in this recent silence that we've seen is kind of it's an alarming, conversation. If you are a one-issue voter where you want to see crypto kind of having a day, I guess that's kind of where we're at. All right, but now we're going to get into some of the more red side of the argument because Trump's election odds, once again, despite him talking about it a lot, and if you heard Trump speak at the Bitcoin Nashville convention, this is where the odds are not dominant driver of Bitcoin's price. So that's kind of what's kind of interesting because if you guys were kind of tracking the lead and what was going on, Trump was coming out hot after that last debate with President Biden, and then he hit up Nashville. That was all very pro crypto, and then it went a little bit further and from that, he just keeps talking. Kamala Harris really is absent in these conversations, not responding, keeping her mouth shut, and that's what I think Trump should really do, in my opinion. But I'm not a political science expert, or nor so ever run a political campaign, so I'm not the best person to speak on this matter. But that's just my 2 cents. And now, what's happened is we've had Bitcoin's price in the odds for Republican elections. For the Republican electoral candidate to be put into office between June 1st and August 15th have really lacked that definitive correlation between these two variables. So that's what I wanted to point out to you guys. So just putting it, in simple terms, the last debate, Trump was going to go in office. Bitcoin went to all-time highs, I believe. And then, the assassination attempt took place. And the next thing you know, Biden withdraws from the race. Stocks, crypto, all crash. We go back to where we are at right now. And then from there, that's something where, whether it's directly correlated with those events, Who knows? But it's definitely where I think there's a lot of fear injected in the market. That's definitely playing a role. Okay. But now we've seen, a lot of meetings with Bitcoin miners on the behalf of Donald Trump, and experts have consistently approached this as, Trump's performance on the betting market for being elected within Bitcoin's price. So whether that correlation holds to be true, the Falcon X is the source that says it doesn't. I personally think it does, but that's just my 2 cents, like I said. And it seems to be when Trump's leading in the polls, Bitcoin's pumping. When he's not doing well in the polls, crypto's kind of at a standstill where you're at right here, right now. Okay. But there are some graphics that put this all together. Okay. You can see there has been a 3-day increase in percentage. That's kind of, conversely speaking on behalf of Bitcoin's price between June 1st and August 15th. Okay. So it's kind of going in opposite directions within chances of winning and then Bitcoin's price going up or down. So it's not correlating, but it's, conversely going the opposite direction. So that's something to put in perspective. But the big thing here right now is kind of highlighting that according to this data, there's no connection between the shift of a Republican winning and the changes of Bitcoin's price. So that is a take-home message. Okay. Myself, I think that there are going to be a lot of one-issue crypto voters, I should say. So worldwide, not everybody can vote, but there are more people, abroad that want to have a voice in this in terms of, okay, what will do best for my wallets? Well, I think that answer is plain and simple. But with the polls showing Harris catching up, crypto is something where, this election, I think, is going to have a huge effect on the price of Bitcoin. And we all know what happens with Bitcoin. It's the rising of all tides. And I think that's what we're going to see. But as always, just with crypto, everything stays variable. It's something where nobody has that crystal ball, not with politics, not with crypto. And I think until November 5th, we are going to see a lot of fluctuation, a lot of variance, and a lot of variables kind of plague the market in these times where, quite frankly, what's going on overseas and what we have going on at home, it's very, very tough right now. So, like I said, a lot of things can change, but my thoughts, I wanted to illustrate to you guys how I feel about it. I think it correlates more so than this data and charts are leading on to believe. So I wanted to put this video out for you guys so that you can make your own conclusion. Feel free to let me know down below in the comments, and that's kind of what I got. So let me know what you guys are thinking if you can. Also, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's a perfect time to do so before you leave this video. Smash that like button. But I thank you guys all for watching. Links down below for Margex if you want to sign up today. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow in the next video. Cheers.